the Seiko SRPL81 Jaws limited edition King Turtle. Big thanks to Jake over at Trifecta Watches in Lafayette, Indiana. Link in the description for this watch and contact information so you can get a hold of Jake directly if you want. Tell him I sent you. He might raise the price, he might lower the price. Hard to say at this point. I don't know. But let's talk about the watch. We'll talk about the watch first, and then maybe a little bit about Jaws. If I'm honest with you guys, and I try to be always, I'm not a huge fan of the movie. I'm a bit of a wimp. I'm a little weak when it comes to like scary movies, and I think Jaws is kind of a scary movie. I mean, it's old, and if I watched it today, I'd probably laugh. It's probably ridiculous, just like all older horror movies are ridiculous. But Jaws the movie is as old as I am. It's 50 years old. It's crazy. Came out in 1975. So I automatically kind of got drawn to this watch just because of that tie-in, right? That's like a birth year watch, even though it's not. It's new. I like new shiny things, but it kind of is. I don't know. But I had a conversation with Jake about this, actually. It's cool, but will you grow tired of it? I think the people that love the movie and like Seiko King Turtles are not going to grow tired of it. I think you're going to actually really like this watch. I don't know that I would. I think I would probably go, well, I mean, I already have a King Turtle. Okay, so here's a point to be made. If you don't have a Seiko Turtle, maybe you should just get a Seiko Turtle. And maybe it's the Jaws one. So there you go. Case size on this, it's 45 millimeter. It's a cushion case though. It's not going to wear like a 45. It is 45, but it has that weird Seiko magic. The lug to lug is 47.6 millimeter. The thickness is 13.7, relatively thin. I mean, most Seiko dive watches hover around that 13.5 millimeter, give or take. So this one's right there with them. Sapphire crystal up top with a candy bar day-date magnifier. Seiko probably did that because most people that are huge fans of the Jaws movie also probably kind of want or need the day-date magnifier. I don't know. They were putting on other watches too. I just kind of thought about that when I was getting ready to make the video. 22 millimeter lug opening. Comes on this really nice strap. It seems like an improved strap over some of the earlier silicone ones that they had because it's kind of chamfered on the edges and everything and tapers down a little bit. It works pretty nice. I still don't like the metal keeper. Not a huge fan of that. Seiko, if you're listening. It works. I get it. It's supposed to be more premium, but it doesn't feel nice when it rubs against something if you're like working on something. 7 millimeter screw down crown. Of course, you have that 200 meter water resist on this thing. King Turtle. So you have the sapphire crystal, ceramic bezel insert. Better, arguably, well, not really. It is better. Better bezel grip. And pretty consistent smooth action on all the King Turtles I've handled versus some of the other ones. So I think the King Turtle is a little bit better overall. This is limited. There's only 5,000 of them. That is a lot of watches. I recognize 5,000 watches is a lot of watches, but we're talking about Seiko, we're talking about the Turtle, and we're talking about Jaws. So I think 5,000 of them are going to get gobbled up fairly quick. Price point, retail, $795. Not terrible. Of course, you can look for discounts. Not going to say you're guaranteed a discount, but you can look for a discount. You got some little birds on the back there. You do have, oh, there's a little bit of artwork back there. Lucas, or what does that say? UCS, LLC, Jaws 50th. I don't know, maybe I do need to get one of these. Made in Japan, 4R36 movement. I've had better luck. This is potentially controversial. I know a lot of people have talked about it on video and in forums. I've had better luck with the 4R series line of movements from Seiko than I have with the 6R, just for performance. But overall on wrist, neither one of them have given me true problems. But I tend to like the 4R movements more, which is kind of beneficial because usually the 4R movements are in more affordable watches. So There's a close-up of the dial. You can see the Jaws branding on there, as well as, let me move the handset out of the way, because right where the hands are is Jaws. There you go. You can kind of see them embossed into the dial. And of course, you have that silvery tone up top, and then that just beautiful blue ocean water of, I think that movie was filmed in, was it Massachusetts? It was near Martha's Vineyard in a small fishing town. I'm going to have to go back and watch that movie. I know it's pretty cool. It's nostalgia, right? So it's fun. Let's pop this thing on wrist. And of course do a lume shot, because Seiko's kind of a champ in that department. How long is these turtles have been out a while now, and they're still completely relevant. Like, these are great watches, and you have great strap and bracelet options available for them. I kind of snugged it up a little tight there, but you get the point. And I would like, my wrist is shrinking a little bit, but I'm around 7 1/4 inch. Gets the job done. I'm gonna give it a quick blast with the UV light. Let's check out the lume. Again, big thanks to Trifecta Watches. Their brick and mortar is in Lafayette, Indiana, but of course you can purchase online as well. There's the lume on that thing. Seiko lume never disappoints. See you on the next vid.